Hey guys, welcome back to Ravenclaw Reads. I'm Courtney, and today you are starting another weekly reading vlog with me. Today is Monday, October 16th, and super excited to share with you my weekend of reading. I feel like I had a huge boost of energy to read this weekend, and it was so great. So last week I read The Cruel Prince for the majority of the week, and it didn't slump me, but it was also a book that I couldn't juggle two books at the same time. I had tried to pull up a couple of cutesy witchy romances that just did not work, and it could have been me, it could have been the romance, but it just was not for me. So I ended up just focusing on The Cruel Prince. So this weekend I knew that I really wanted to get into my reading. So last week, late, like Friday, had to be Friday, I started the book Enchanted to Meet You, and that is by Meg Cabot. I'm trying to look for the cover because I wanted to show you. The cover is so cute. I'm on my Kindle Fire right now. I have no idea why. Okay, here is the cover, Enchanted to Meet You. Can you see it? It's hard to see. Oh, there it is. Okay, Enchanted to Meet You by Meg Cabot. I ended up giving this book 5 stars. I was so excited. And it could have been coming off of Cruel Prince because I gave Cruel Prince 3 stars, but this was 5 stars. So in this book, we meet Jessica. Jessica is not a witch, but she does witchy things. And she's kind of like a self-made witch, right? So starting in high school, she started like really practicing the art of witchcraft. One of the things that she wanted to do was to have the cool guy in school, Billy, fall in love with her. So she creates a spell. He falls in love with her, but like in the most toxic way, right? He doesn't want to go to school anymore. He doesn't want his scholarship to Notre Dame. All he wants to do is be loved by Jessica. And so the rival witch, gosh, what is her name? It has escaped me. Convinces Jessica to let her have the spell for Billy because she's going to help Billy, you know, get through his dreams and love her. And Jessica's like, fine, like Billy is not the sharpest tool in the shed. He's pretty to look at, but like nothing's going on up here, and she's good with it. Anyway, she fast forward 20 years, and she's been tapped as the chosen one who has to save the town they live in. The town has something coming back to it, and a male wizard has come to her, or warlock has come to her to say she's got to find the girl who can fix it, who's also in high school. The girl in high school is a witch, and Jessica has to bond with her and fix whatever's happening in the town. Okay, so that's the main premise. The warlock that comes to see Jessica, of course, he's hot, and they have a great time together, and they start a romance. But so this is 5 stars. However, things that threw me off were like the whole idea of the chosen one as you read it is not necessary. It's not really a part of the plot. And the girl who they tap, there's a backstory with her, but not at all what it initially was. So some pluses and minuses, but overall a really great book. Then I picked up The Forgotten Girl. I read this almost immediately after that one. So I finished Enchanted to Meet You on Sunday morning, and then I read this really in almost one sitting. It was really quick, 250 pages, but like a really short read. So in The Forgotten Girl, we are following Iris, who's her best friend and her go to a graveyard at night playing in the snow. They find a grave. And the tombstone is intriguing to them because it's kind of hidden and far away from the main cemetery. But Iris's family and Daniel's family kind of has this idea about the snow at night and not to play in it. But after discovering this grave tombstone, Iris begins getting visited by a girl named Avery, a ghost who is looking for a forever friend. This book is really good. It's not creepy or eerie to me, but it was definitely well written, and they tackle some of the racism that happens in schools, and they talk about the segregation of cemeteries, especially even post the Civil War. And so I thought that was really good. This did remind me a lot of Lindsay Curry's book. I think it's Into the Woods, one of them. And I was going to look at the days. I'm like, which came first, the chicken or the egg, because they're very similar. And this is a Black author, and oftentimes Black authors are not as popular as white authors, even though it's the same context. So I don't know, but I thought it was really good. The author is India Hill Brown. She's written The Forgotten Girl and The Girl on the Lake, as written on the back of this cover. I don't know what she's written since then, but it was really well written, quick read. You can see the pages are full of text, but lots of space between the text. So I literally flew through this. Very good. I gave it 5 stars on Goodreads. So it was like a 5-star weekend, which is amazing. Then I was like, I'm not done. I am not done. So I decided to read Hello, Mallerie. This is book 14 in the Babysitters Club. If you have not been following me, go ahead and follow me. Hit subscribe. I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers, and we're almost there. It takes nothing to subscribe. So if you've been with me, you know I've been rereading Babysitters Club. I'm on book 14, and I kind of bulldozed through the first 12 books, Super Special, and book 13. So book 14, it took me a couple weeks to read it, or to pick it up, but I picked it up yesterday, and it was so good. This was also 5 stars. So in Hello, Mallerie, which again, as I mentioned before, I have not as many fond memories between like book 13 and book like 26-ish. And so all of them are like new reads, it feels like, even though I've already read them. So book 14, we meet Mallerie as a babysitter, right? So we met Mallerie in Seaside with her siblings. She's always getting babysat with her siblings. And then in the Super Special, we kind of get an introduction to Mallerie being seen as a babysitter. So we know like that's on the horizon. So book 14, she's officially been invited to sort of audition to be a babysitter. And when I tell you, I was so triggered. So first of all, Mallerie has experience being a babysitter with her siblings, but Christy and the gang, and I'm putting Christy first because she leads the charge of like being so horrible to Mallerie. They give her a test on like, she's 11. They give her a test on like, when do babies start teething? What's the difference between creeping and crawling? They wanted her to draw the digestive system. So obviously she fails the test. So she's feeling pretty bummed. She wants to connect, or she's feeling bummed, and new girl in school, Jessie. So we finally get Jessica Ramsey, and she is, as we know, one of the only Black families in Stony Brook. But the way Mallerie describes it, it's like the only Black person really in 6th grade. And so we deal with some overt racism from Mallerie's, they're not her friends, but they're a group that she hangs around with. And they wonder, is Jessica from Africa? And what's her real name? And kind of making jokes and smirks. Now, Mallerie is not about that life, but she also is not standing up. She's just kind of like, that's not my vibe. And she doesn't say anything. But she does work to befriend Jessie, and they start their own babysitters club called Kids Incorporated, and they start babysitting for their siblings for money. And then and only then do the babysitters club call them back. They're like, hey, let's not compete. Come be in the group with us. No test required, but you'll be a junior member. I was just like, this is the thing about Babysitters Club that cracks me up every time. Even like in the older books, they are friends to the end until they're not, right? So like if you go against whatever their mores are, done. I don't know. It's very, very interesting. Whatever their thing is, if you don't agree with it, we're done. And they are so rude sometimes. They're very cliquey. And so it's interesting how all of these people come together and they're very cliquey. So, but it was a good book because I feel like when I have this much to say about the book and I'm this moved by the book, that's automatic 5 stars. It was like I was reading it and be like, wait, listen to this, reading it out loud to my family, just be like flabbergasted. But so good, highly recommend. So this week I am focused on a few books. So I'm currently listening to The Unfortunate Side Effects of Heartbreak and Magic. That's right here. And this book I have on Audible because I just wanted something to listen to. I don't have any thoughts yet. It sounds like a little bit of a downer, actually. And so we'll see. And then I just started Hex Appeal It's opposites attract, sort of witchy romance. I'm only on page 9 of 318. And so I don't really know that much. And again, this is a book that I read while I was about to go to sleep, so I don't remember. Something that's kind of tugging at me though is that I kind of want to go back to reading The Brothers Hawthorne, but I don't want to be slumped, so I might just do that next month. But I'm almost done with my witchy selections for the month, like the ones that I had picked out. Not all the virtual ones, but I still need to read The Witchlings, which might be good in the background. Go Hex Yourself, The Only Purple House in Town, and As Good as Dead. So comment down below what you think I'm gonna get through. But I've been so into Kindle reading that I just don't want to carry a book in my hand. So when I find it on Libby or something, I'm like reading it on the Kindle. Anyway, that is the update for Monday. Nice and long for you. We will, oh, it's sprints tonight if I get a chance to. We have conferences for Reagan. And I haven't been doing sprints because I've just been busy on Mondays, and I'm trying to be more balanced in like my approach of like not only reading all the time, but like there's other things that I have to do, like set up my calendar, check my work schedule, But I am off on Thursday and Friday, so hopefully that'd be a lot of reading time. We shall see. Anyway, that is the update for Monday. We'll see you later. Good morning and happy Tuesday. It is October 17th, coming to you with a little bit of an update. I didn't do too much reading yesterday. It's just been busy, and it's like end of the year crunch of things. Anyway, I had sort of started off kind of new because the weekend was so good. The full reading weekend, I was like not in a rush for yesterday, but I tried to read Hexappeal again, and I don't know like what in the world was happening. It almost seems like time travel was happening in the first like 5 pages. Anyway, it was an automatic DNF for me. I didn't like it. But I found this book on Kindle Unlimited called A Ghost of Chance. It's by Brittany Kelly. I don't know anything about it, but it's a cute romance. It's like a novella. It's 150 pages, so I'm going to read that. And then I went ahead and started my Go Hex Yourself. It's already so cute and good. We are following Reggie and Ben. Reggie is applying for what she thinks is an assistant position. She goes to this house for the interview, and it's really to be like a witch's assistant. And her nephew, Ben, is there, and he's already like brooding and like, you know, grumpy sunshine. So it's really cute. I got about 20 pages into this yesterday towards the end of the night, so excited to read that some more. And then I pulled off my next Babysitters Club book. I'm on 15, guys. It's a Dawn book. If you've been following my channel, you know how I feel about Dawn. She's my least favorite babysitter, besides Christy. Her and Christy are pretty up there, but I enjoy the Christy books. I just don't enjoy the Dawn books. So we shall see how this goes. I'm trying to get this as fast as I can. So that's kind of what I'm looking to do today. So after work, I'm really gonna be digging into this, and then at bedtime, the Kindle. Like I said, the Kindle one's like 150 pages, so that should be pretty quick. But those are my reading plans for today. I'll check in if anything changes, because I do have Way of Library, Read with the Dog, and Trumpet tonight, so I can bring my book with me. Yeah, it should be successful. All right, talk to you guys soon. Bye. Hey guys, happy Wednesday. It is 8:17 at night. I'm hopping on really quick because I almost forgot to do my update today. I don't know where today's time went. It was hectic. Reagan did not have school. Kennedy had a half day. I had like 2 big chunks of meeting blocks today, one in the morning, one in the afternoon, and then just life. But I just finished filming a really cute video that's going up tomorrow, so hopefully you check that out. Obviously, I post on Thursdays and Sundays, so you'll see us on Sunday. But the Thursday video, I'm doing all of the books that I want to read before the end of the year, and it was a great reminder for me and accountability. And then I have been reading more of Go Hex Yourself tonight. I am on page 128. This is chapter 14. It's good. It's giving 3-star because we're a third of the way through the book, and Reggie still doesn't believe that magic exists. Now she's been changed into a cat. So it's just like, okay, let's get to what's happening. Let's get to the meat of the story. Tell me what's going on. Let's go. But I'm putting all my effort towards this, and at night sort of reading something. But I want to try to get this done like tomorrow. As I told you guys, I'm not at work on Thursday and Friday. I took those days off. So I want to like chop down a huge batch of my TBR. And so I would love to get this done like tomorrow. So I'm okay to stay up late tonight and keep reading, but we'll see how long my body lets me stay up. So that is the update for Wednesday, and I'll check in tomorrow. Good morning and happy Thursday. So excited that I'm off today. Yay! We are just hanging out. We're gonna head to the mall to walk around, but I was able to finish Go Hex Yourself this morning. So excited about that. So when I checked in yesterday, I was kind of on the fence. I knew I was gonna finish it, but I was on the fence. This book got good around page 140. There's 360 some pages in it. 372. And I would say if you are just committed to reading it, great, but it did start off slow. I'm going to give this 3.75 stars, but I rated it 4 stars on Goodreads. And it sounds like there's a lot that I don't like about it, but I actually liked it a lot, and it was good to get through. The romance, once it started, was so cute. But it was one of those books that, again, once physical things start happening, that's the only thing that was happening. I still am very much on the fence about this whole like 500-year-old guy with the 25-year-old girl. It just feels weird. But don't let this cover fool you. This is a very spicy book. And I was not expecting that in the least bit. And the fact that the romance or the things started picking up around page 140 was sort of a drawback for me as well. But I did see the second book in this series, and it's 2 characters that were mentioned in this series I definitely want to read about, and so I'm so excited to read the second book. I don't know that I'll read it right now because I have other things ahead of it, but I really would go to the second book even outside of October. So that's done. But today, since I'm off, I plan to try to work through 2 books. So I'm going to read Little Miss Stoneybrook. It's going to be my palate cleanser, and just getting past the Dawn book. You guys know how I feel about Dawn. And then I'm jumping into The Only Purple House in Town. I picked this up in the summertime, actually, just because it sounded cute, and then I decided to save it for our little witchy October month, and so I'm going to start this. Now, the other books, was it Boss Witch and something else, have not been. Witch Please and Boss Witch are on my Kindle, and I didn't love either one of them, but I'm willing to give this one a try. And then I'm just about done with my list of books that I wanted to read this month. I still have The Witchlings, As Good as Dead, Hawthorne Brothers, and then actually I'm not that done. Okay, then I still have Finally Knit Murder, What You Gonna Do, Witch's Guide to Fake Dating a Demon. So there's several books that I will not be completing. That is quite evident. So that's the update for Thursday. I'm so excited. Like I said, having the day off, I just feel like I can get so much reading done. And yeah, it's going to be a great reading weekend. So I will check in later. Bye, guys. Hey, guys. Happy Friday. It is 4:18. I've had an amazing day. I really think we should go to 3-day work weeks. That would be great. I've done all the things I wanted to do today. The girls didn't want to do too much outside the home, but we did like grocery pickup, cleaned up, exercise, read, and then after I film, I have a couple more things I want to clean up, but wanted to jump on and tell you what I finished. So I actually picked up a book on Kindle Unlimited. It was called Mr. October by Bethany Weaver. It was a novella, and I literally gave that 5 stars. It was exactly what I needed in terms of novella situation. And so it is a cute romance about 2 teachers who have been friends forever, and they come together to start pranking their coworkers because the main girl in the story is constantly being pranked by her coworkers because she's a scaredy cat. And it was just like the perfect pace. The end of the book, they finally consummate their friendship, but then it was over and it was like, great, I didn't need to see any more. I've seen everything I need to see about the personalities. I was invested just enough. Is exactly what I needed. So loved that. Like I said, that was on Kindle Unlimited, Mr. October by Bethany Weaver. And then I was reading Little Miss Stoneybrook and Dawn. My puppy got a little hold of this, but that's fine. And this is why I read these versions, right? Because like the classic versions, I don't want them messed up. Anyway, it's my fault. I left it out. If you have a puppy, you know, you leave it out, it's going to get chewed. So I gave this book a 3 barely. I did not like it at all. Like, I don't know how many get through the entire series. If every 5th book or whatever is going to be a Dawn book, I just can't wait for her to move away because she's just like my least favorite. But this book, there is some tension in the Babysitters Club. The whole meeting started off very hot and like everybody was kind of snipping at each other, but ultimately there's a Stony Brook competition, and Claudia is asked by Charlotte to babysit her since Claudia is Stacy's best friend and Stacy was always Charlotte's favorite babysitter. So the girls get all uptight about that because the rules are we answer the phone, we tell them we'll call back, we'll see who's available, and then we get the job. We don't do special requests. And then the Pikes asked Dawn to kind of coach Margot and Claire on the Stony Brook pageant that's coming. So after that, it becomes like this unspoken competition where like all of the girls end up sort of sponsoring a girl in the competition. I didn't care, honestly. 3 stars because I didn't like it. Okay, so now I am ready to move on to the One Purple House in Town. I read the first page yesterday out loud, just randomly at night. And so we'll get into that. And then I downloaded this book called Spookily Yours. It is a cute witchy romance, like 255 pages. I thought that was really an attainable, easy read, but I haven't started it yet. And then I have The Unfortunate Side Effects of Heartbreak and Magic that I was listening to on Audible. That I was like, hey, I can read it, but my Audible did not sync up with my Kindle books. I don't know what chapter I'm on until I pull it up on my TV because I was listening to the Audible through my Fire Stick. So first world, but still. And then I can't believe we're going into the last week of October. Honestly, I feel like there's still so much that I need to read, but I think I feel like Witchlings is only for this time of the year, so maybe this is another one that I'll get to. But then also I've never even read a cozy mystery at all this month, and I wanted to read A Finely Knit Murder. But of course, if I don't get to that, it's fine. You can read cozy mystery anytime. But I'm feeling the crunch and somewhat of the excitement of the end of the month where I just want to read all the things because I want to reach my personal goals for reading in the week and just, yeah, it's a whole thing. So we'll start with this one and hopefully it's good. I really wish I had this on my Kindle, The Only Purple House in Town, but I really don't think, let me see if it's on there. Oops, when you spell something wrong. Purple, there we go. I think it's way too new for it to have been like any sort of deal. So it's on there. Oh, it's on $7.39 and done. Okay, because I need it on my Kindle because that's how I'm reading most things now. And it's just going to help it speed by. So I'm so glad that that was on a discounted price. Okay, speaking of Kindles, I was so excited. Back it up a little bit. Whoa, the camera's so close. Okay. I got some sleeves from Needle and Stitch. Was it? Yeah, Needle and Stitch Co. And I only have one other sleeve, and I also bought it from her. This is the card, Needle and Stitch. Oh, I forgot she gives 20% off. I didn't use the 20% off code last time, but She does give 20% off codes when you purchase. And it came in this really cute bag. So I tried to get like festive sleeves. So this is the bag that it came in. It's really cute. And then I got 3 sleeves, and it came in this little cellophane, and it says pretty things inside. So really cute. Here's my only complaint, and this is from somebody who doesn't stitch, crochet, knit, sew, or anything. And I don't know how busy her business is, but the shipping on these are insane. So I purchased these, oh, it has to be like September 24th, I purchased these, and I got these yesterday. Yesterday was the 18th, 19th. And I just feel like that's a very long time, especially since I got a lot of fall sort of witchy vibe ones that like I tried to be as like middle of the road as possible, but also it's already November, so I wish the shipping was faster. Anyway, I picked up 3, and she has different sizes, and I picked up a mini, a midi, and a biggie. I was really on the hunt for something for the scribe because I find I'm not using the scribe as much. I love the scribe. Don't ever come for the scribe. I love the scribe, and I can't take it with me. And so I was looking for a sleeve. But anyway, so here's the mini. The mini, this says Hocus Pocus. It's super cute. I will use these throughout the year. I don't really care. But this is very much like my pink one that I have. I don't know where I put that one. It's the same size. I think it's in my bedside table. But this perfectly holds the paperwhite, and you can see the paperwhite in there. And then I have the midi, so this is like your middle size. And this is pumpkins, pink flowers. Again, I'll use this all year long because it is pumpkins. And right now I have my oasis in there. But you can see there's so much room. And then they have the front pocket here. And so I can definitely put a book in there, right? If I wanted to like pack up a whole situation. And then I will take out the oasis, and let's just see. Okay, here's the Fear Street book, and that fits nicely. And so like I use these sleeves particularly for my Kindles so that they don't get scratched up in my bag, because they do scratch. Now on my old paperwhite, and old is relative, my black paperwhite, I was putting it in my bag after I got the Oasis, and I do have a couple of surface scratches there. So I do highly suggest a sleeve if you're taking them with you. And then the last one I got is a biggie. And this one is so cute. Now, Christmas is my favorite holiday. I celebrate Christmas. It's my favorite holiday. I will celebrate Christmas months in advance, so I will use this year round. But this says like fa la 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 la. It's got little cups and ornaments on it. Really cute. And it is made to fit the scribe. So I'll take the scribe out. And I'm not reading Legends and Lattes, but I had clicked on it, so that's the last thing on here. And the only thing though is that I was not able to hook the pencil up and slide it in without the pencil coming off. Because if you see it, it's hard to show you, but it just fits the scribe without the pencil. And so what I did was I put it in, and then I put the pencil on the back side of the scribe so it doesn't scratch the screen. I guess you could also just put it in the front as well if you wanted to store it in this front pocket. So all 3 are very well made. Love the designs. They are, I don't know how much sleeves normally are. They are a bit pricey, and the shipping is a little long. So I might be looking for another sleeve person. Not that these aren't great, and I love supporting her, and I would like to explore other options. So I think I'm going to end off the vlog here. It is Friday. Like I said, I'm going to be reading more into the weekend and like really do my hard push for the end of the month. And so probably nothing really much to report tomorrow, but thank you so much for watching this vlog. Please comment, like, and subscribe. I love hearing your guys' input on what I've read. And tell me if you have a rec for sleeves for Kindles. or books. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next week. Bye, guys.